Hello dear students, how are you? Welcome to my class. I will present you today a lecture on the gerund. You know, we have a confusion when we use this form. In the previous class, I took a class or I gave you a presentation on the participle. And in a short, we often say the participle or the gerund have no difference, but there are some differences and we should know it properly whenever we use it in the grammatical structures. So, let us begin the class. Please concentrate on my class. The gerund. What does gerund mean? Please say this looks exactly the same as present participle, and which I told you a few moments ago. And for this reason it is now common to call both form ing form. Whenever you use present participle, then we say verb plus ing, that is being form, and here you find the same thing, ing form. Actually it is useful, that means the gerund is useful to understand the difference between the two. The gerund always has the same function, please mind it, the gerund has the same function as a noun. That means gerund means noun, gerund functions as noun, so it can be used here as the subject of the sentence. As the subject of the sentence, you see which is the subject of this sentence. Eating people is wrong. Here eating people is the subject. Hunting tigers is the subject. Flying, here flying is the subject, and that is the third person singular number. So we add after the verb make s as the subject. Whenever we use gerund as the subject of a sentence, then you find it here not people is the subject. If people subject, then it would here then you will use here are, but here is the subject is eating people. So the verb is singular as the subject means here singular. Now I will show you the second rule, how to use gerund. That means rule number 2. Here you see complement means as the complement of the verb. Here verb means auxiliary verb and complement here attending, and the verb to be. We know am, is, are, was, were, been, being, been. These are the to be verbs. You add or you extended or you make some another to be verb. Can plus be, then can be is to be verb. Here I will discuss that in some class later about the to be verb. So today's class is about the gerund, so you concentrate on gerund as the complement of the verb to be, which is here is the is to be verb, then the complement is attending. You see one more example. One of life's pleasure, suppose you think your life's pleasure is having breakfast in bed. Here verb to be is and here complement is having. Here we use gerund form. Next to our rule number 3. You see the rule after prepositions. After prepositions we use gerund. You never call it as present participle. After preposition, when you use a verb plus ing, then it must be gerund, and you should always call it as gerund, not the present participle. Please mind it. After preposition, in the right form verb we use, or we always say in the class, verb plus ing. After preposition, whenever there is a preposition and after the preposition you use a verb, then it should be verb plus ing form, then it should be called as gerund, not the present participle. Here after preposition the gerund must be used. After preposition the gerund must be used when a verb comes after a preposition. When a verb comes after a preposition. Paint, here is the preposition, here is the preposition. Paint, paint means draw something. Here you use or you add ing after the verb paint, or add paint or I add ing after the verb paint. So after the verb, after the gerund must be used. Here you use gerund when verb comes after preposition, then use gerund. Here on is a preposition and use wind surf plus ing, wind surfing, that is the gerund. Please, you see the rule number 4. After a number of phrasal verbs which are composed of a verb plus preposition, here verb plus preposition, then we use as the gerund. I look forward to, here plus ing or here add ing, that is the gerund. When are you going to give up? To give up, that is the phrasal verb, and you use gerund. For this rule, I will show you something important. Please notice it or write down on your notebook. Please, for this rule, for better understand, there are some phrasal verbs and other expression that include word as to. Here include accustomed and include to as a preposition, as not as the part of infinitive. This is not the part of a infinitive, not the part of a infinitive. Please see, include the word to. Where to? Yes, I here previously did. To, not the as a preposition, not as the part of a infinitive. Here this, to look forward to take to be accustomed to be used to. It is important to recognize or identify that to is a preposition. Here 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 use preposition in these cases, and it must be followed by a gerund, and here it must be followed by a gerund. Please see the example. We are looking forward to seeing you. Here to is the preposition, but it must be followed as a gerund. Here seeing is the gerund form and to is must followed here as the gerund form. Rule number 5. In a compound noun, so which are the compound nouns? See please example, a driving lesson, a swimming pool, bird watching, train spotting. If I give you this compound nouns, see the meaning, the pool is not swimming. Here it means, here a swimming pool means a pool is not swimming, rather odhikuntu it means it is a pool where for swimming. That means where we swim for ourselves, or it is a swimming place for someone else. Rule number 6. After the expression cannot help, cannot stand, it is no use, it is no good. After this expression, so we use or there should be used gerund. Here see the example, she could not help. After could not help, we use gerund fall plus ing. It is no good, here it is no good, we use gerund, that means try plus add trying, that is the gerund to escape. here is the there is an important rule. Please write down this in your notebook. There are some words after which should be used. After there are some words, some important words after which the gerund should be used. You say these words or verbs. Please see the words. Dear students, please, there are some words after which the gerund should be used. Which words? Prefer, postpone, quit, finish, complete, consider, continue. Deny, dislike, desire, enjoy, stop, start. Mention, miss, which we cannot catch, that means miss. Avoid, regret, keep, appreciate. See the example, I start watching. Here if you write down I start to watch, if you use infinitives then it should be wrong. You should use gerund, that means I start watching. Keep to write, you don't you never write down keep to read. You should write keep reading, that means after the word keep you should use gerund. I enjoy chatting, you never write down I enjoy to chat. You should use or you should write down I enjoy or he enjoys chatting or he enjoy play or playing. This gerund is very important for your grammatical structures. I said it previously. So you concentrate on these classes. If you have any question, then ask or put your comment on my comment box. Then I will reply as early as possible. Thank you.